Okay, we're going to do a quick video to change the fuel filter on a diesel Land Rover Defender 300 TDI. I'm not sure whether it's the same on any others. We're kind of making this up as we go along. We haven't done this before, but we've got this Defender in the workshop and we're trying to do a few things to it. So we've just done a bit of a rebuild on the engine and we're going to change the fuel filter, which is located here. Right, I'm going to loosen the bleed screw. I've coloured it in green, yours won't be green. Just trying to make it a bit better for the video. It's a 10mm socket on there. Just loosen that off. You don't need to remove it, but that'll let any excess pressure out. Right, now we haven't got with me the tool for removing the fuel filter, so it just spins on. You can see here's the new one we've got. There's a thread there and a rubber. So sometimes you'll be lucky because they shouldn't be that tight, and you can whip it off. If it's a bit tighter, I've got an old trick here. I've just made this up, but I'm sure it's been done before. We've got an old, because we've just changed the drive belt. Right, yeah, the other thing is you'll notice we've put a little pot under there in an attempt to catch any diesel that spills out. Right, so I'm going to grip that together. What I'm going to use is my set of pliers here. I'm going to squeeze that together as best I can. Okay, and then I'm going to have a go at twisting it, getting it to come off. There we go, that's got him. Alright, and if I take that off now, get that belt out of the way. Obviously the belt's got a high friction, so it's ideal for whipping those off. Alright then. Okay, so I'm expecting some diesel to spill out here, but it looks like we're fairly lucky. Okay, so that's the old filter there. Get my little tub out. Okay, so that's the old filter there. We can, probably a load of rubbish that is filtered out in there. Don't be tempted to reuse that diesel, because it's obviously going to have some of the rubbish you can see in there that's come out of the tank. Right, dispose of that responsibly. Okay. Right, here's the new filter. So we're going to spin that on. Now the problem with changing diesel filters, as I'm sure I'm about to find out, is that you've effectively introduced a lot of air into your fuel system, because this canister we're putting on is empty. So the trick is you've got to bleed it, which is why they've given you this little. Alright, you don't want to do that ultra tight because you've got the rubber. You've got the rubber thing, the rubber seals at the top. So, right. So we've got that. We've loosened that. Now, the book's telling me that this is the lift pump. So I've taken the front off the air cleaner here just so we can expose it. What you can see under here is a little red thing. So now, we just had to turn the engine a bit because it didn't feel like when we were pressing on it, it was doing very much, and it may be to do with the position of the cam. So we've just given the engine a quick turn, but without starting it, and now we've got a bit of spring pressure there now. And now what we should start to see is, you can actually hear it. If I'm quiet on the video, let's have a listen if we can hear it. We can hear diesel coming into that, and I'm expecting some diesel to squirt out that top any second. Now you could do this by just turning the engine over and start on the starter motor. It might not start because you've got no diesel, but it would wear your battery down in your starter motor. And you would have to do this if you run out of diesel as well and you refill. You'll have to undo this and pump this. So this might be a useful trick if you need to prime your... It's taking some going though. Okay, so we've taken a break, because this is going to be a fairly tedious video just watching me do this. Here it comes, here it comes, there we go, hurry on there. Right, it's starting now to... Okay, so when you're sure that's got all the air out now, that's just diesel coming out now. Again, our pot would have been handy under there. Right, now we can tighten up that bleed. Now I'm a bit worried, I've got a washer left over. Where do you think that should have gone? I think that the washer here is if you want to replace the banjo washer under here. That came free with the, but I don't think you need it internally. So right, let's have a go. So we'll put that there. Right, let me go and put the keys in the car and see if that will start that up now. Let's have a go. Here's the moment of truth. Right, let the glow plugs do their thing.